There's me before, about 6 months ago. Here's me today. And today I just kind of want to cover things that I've done, especially in the past, because I'm down 50 pounds. I've been up 50 pounds. I've been down 60 pounds. So like currently today from that picture to now is 50 pounds less. And in the span of 6 months, things that I've done that where my dieting has actually stopped working. I'm going to give you some tips and essentially my formula and method as to what I have done, being 32, being old. Metabolically, as we age, all of our daily habits shift into long-term habits, and we get those long-term results, and they show in our body. They show in our mental state. They show in our finances. They show in all these ways that they had been suppressed when we were in somebody else's house as a kid growing up. Now, all of our daily habits are starting to show. So, being metabolically fit and physically active, while mentally strong and being able to work and hold a job and things like that, that takes a lot of quite precise daily habits, and also having ways where when things get out, they start to get out of line, you quickly nudge them back in, okay? So losing weight and dieting, visible cuts, plus the scale. You need to see the mirror, notice more cuts coming in, and then you can attribute it to whatever the scale has been saying. If the scale is not going down and you've been following some strict macros or whatever diet platform method, keto, carnivore, paleo, vegetarian, vegan, whatever, if the scale is actually not moving but you've been following it and you're starting to see more cuts on your body, then it's working and you're gaining in muscle while losing fat. Perfect metabolically, that's what you want to see. Everything's functioning and chugging along. Now, if the scale's staying the same and you haven't been following it and you're losing what looks like cuts, then you're probably losing muscle, atrophying, or not atrophying, you're losing some muscle while putting on fat. Now, there's a couple things that I'm assuming first. I'm assuming you're counting your macros. If you don't know how to count your macros, you take any nutrition label, the white part, there's fats, carbs, and proteins, and those are the three things you need to get very good at identifying before you do anything with a product. Spend some time in a grocery store, take 30 minutes, take an hour if you must, and just flip and start walking around identifying those three components, the fats, then the carbs, then the proteins. They're always in that order. They're never in any other order. They typically say total fats, total carbohydrates, total proteins. Now there's various sections of different types of carbohydrates on the glycemic index of how fast they're going to spike your blood sugar, and carbohydrates that are slow burning and carbohydrates that are fibrous vegetables. Those don't even count in my opinion. Eat as much vegetables and fruits as you can, regardless of any sugar content in them or any fiber, any carbohydrates in them. Literally, if you just did that, you would change your gut microbiome, begin to lose weight, mentally feel better. It would be a plus. But can you even identify those macronutrients? They're times 9 for the fats, times 4 for the carbs, times 4 for the protein. By doing that times 9, if it's 1 gram of fat, times 9, thermal caloric values, you'll have 9 calories of fat macro. Now you're going to plus those 3 together, and that's what actually gives you those total calories. So when we start to look at the nutrition label and we're doing fats, carbs, proteins, we're going to add them together and we're going to start to see visually what that thermal pie looks like, the caloric pie, the calorie pie. We want the biggest slice from protein if we can, and we do want healthy fats. Healthy fats are a very good thing. I've done high fat diets and keto and I've had great results. So are you counting your macros? Number 2. Number 3, okay, if we've been in too much of a caloric deficit, if we've been doing this calorie game and this food and this diet for 2 months, 3 months, and we're not getting any more results and we're still working out, do we have energy for our metabolism, our muscles? Do we still feel like we have energy? If we don't, we need to bring those calories back up. We need to get rid of the deficit and bring in calories again for maybe a week or 2. Maybe just throw 1 or 2 slices of pizza into what you're already doing, or your preferred poison method. Eat an ice cream, add something back that gives you that caloric energy increase, and see if you now physically have more energy. If metabolically your metabolism was starting to drop too low from all of this deficit you've done, where you're losing energy, you're losing the ability, you need to ramp it back up so that you can continue to do those intense workouts. Okay? If we just start starving ourselves and not working out, that's what we don't want to do. When we have that going on, we need to change up that diet. We need to throw a slice of pizza in there, whatever you got to do, and hit the workouts again hard, and get the metabolism ramping back up so that those muscles are still demanding a high amount of energy, so that you can then do another fat burning cycle by creating a deficit again in 2 or 3 weeks. So it's very important to take breaks from dieting, and not by just going all smorgasbord, but to literally add a slice or 2 of pizza in for maybe a week and just feel the change and increase the output, the exertion, the workout, whatever, the running, whatever you're doing, increase that and switch it up. If you're a runner and you've just been running, do some squats. If you've just only been doing one type of workout, not a full body workout, start doing some full body workouts for a week or 2. You have to change it up because the body will adapt and become efficient. And you're also not breaking any more mental walls by not challenging yourself, which is the purpose of all of this, in my opinion. All right, hope that helps. Peace. Oh, go to gottokens.com. If you want a free product, I'll give you all of this that I'm telling you now on a fast track course for free. $19.99 is what the value used to be, but now you can get it for free. You just click that link. I hope that helps. All right, peace.